Belly Conklin has ended the most talked about love triangle of the summer. In the series finale of The Summer I Turned Pretty, titled At Last, Season 3, Episode 11, premiered September 17th, 2025, Belly chooses Conrad Fisher over Jeremiah Fisher. But this finale is so much more than just a romantic pick. It's about growth, heartbreak, honesty, and the power of choosing yourself. Season 3 has built to this. Belly and Jeremiah break up, reconcile, then get engaged, all under pressure from family expectations, from betrayals, from what everyone else thinks a happy ending should look like. Belly's mom disapproves of her marrying young. Belly herself has to face whether her love with Jeremiah is born of comfort, loyalty, guilt, or real mutual understanding. Meanwhile, Conrad, who has long been emotionally withdrawn and culpable of pushing Belly away, re-enters her life at crucial moments. Their chemistry, their history, their mess, it all weighs in. In the penultimate episodes, Belly moves to Paris, not just geographically, but emotionally. She finds space from the Cousins Beach drama, from the closeness of Jeremiah's world. Belly experiments with life aside from the wedding plans. She's studying remotely, working part-time in Paris cafes and theaters, and even exploring a brief romance with someone named Benito, who is more of a placeholder than a true romantic pivot. Meanwhile, Jeremiah is facing his own failures: betrayal during spring break, insecurity over Conrad, tension with his father, pressure to prove himself. Conrad, realizing he still loves Belly, ultimately follows her to Paris. He interrupts her birthday dinner, they have dinner together, walk through the streets, reconnect through memories and confessions. There's a moment where Belly tries to distance herself, burdened by guilt, by what's been broken, by her promise to Jeremiah. But love isn't tidy. The finale pushes her into the uncomfortable truth that every version of her, every past and every future she imagines, ends up choosing Conrad. In an emotional chase to the train station, Belly going after Conrad, she finally admits it. She can't let him go. He kisses her, they return to Cousins Beach together in the final minutes, hand in hand. No wedding ring is shown, no huge ceremony, but the message is clear. This is their endgame. Jeremiah's arc isn't discarded. He gets the heartbreak he deserves to feel, but he also gets growth. By the time the wedding is called off, amidst arguments, confessions, tension, he realizes Belly's heart was never fully his. By the end, he is not defeated, but changed. He finds comfort with Denise, he confronts his insecurities, he begins to make peace with his flaws and his relationship with Conrad. The narrative gives him dignity, even in defeat. Beyond the relationships, key character arcs outside the love triangle get closure. Taylor and Steven, Belly's best friend and brother, face big decisions: careers, moving, love. Their subplot of startup stress, secrets, relocation plans, and emotional vulnerability pays off with mature decisions, commitment, and support. Denise, who becomes intertwined with Jeremiah and his emotional journey, gets moments that hint at new possibilities after the triangle ends. Belly's parents, Laurel and John, Susanna's legacy, and Adam Fisher's complicated role in favoring Conrad over Jeremiah are all parsed out. The finale doesn't shy away from showing how parental expectation and sibling rivalry shaped all of this. One of the most striking visual metaphors, Belly's haircut. She debuts a bob cut in the Paris arc, a symbolic shedding of parts of her past, a transformation from what others expect to who she wants to be. It's not just an aesthetic change, it's emblematic of Belly stepping into autonomy. Also, there was stealth misdirection. The show filmed fake scenes in Paris with Jeremiah to mislead fans, creating speculation that Belly might reconnect with him. Those were red herrings. The point was to preserve the surprise of who Belly truly ends up with. Then, after the emotional montage and the final walk into the Cousins Beach house hand in hand with Conrad, there's a handwritten note from Jenny Han in the credits, thanking the fans from the bottom of her heart, acknowledging that this has been Belly's story all along, and teasing, "Maybe we'll meet you again one summer in Cousins." Shortly after that, the announcement. The Summer I Turned Pretty, the movie, is officially in the works. Jenny Han will write and direct, and Lola Tung and Christopher Briney will return. The film is being billed as the final chapter, promising to give fans more emotional depth and possibly more milestones in Belly and Conrad's life. Fan reaction has been overwhelming. On social media, hashtag Team Conrad is in full celebration. Memes, tear-jerking edits, praise for how Conrad's emotional growth paid off. But there's also heartbreak. Hashtag Team Jeremiah feels the loss. Many say Jeremiah's love was worthy, that his pain is valid. Critics and commentators are saying that while the romantic choice matters, the bigger win is Belly finally making her own choice, not one coerced by guilt, loyalty, or apology, but one aligned with growth. Many admire how the show keeps the emotional realism, mistakes, miscommunications, needing distance, and that the love triangle doesn't get resolved in a fantasy wedding in the finale, even though book readers knew about weddings later. So, what comes next? The movie will likely explore what happens after Belly and Conrad are more together fully, possibly a wedding, possibly navigating adult life issues. Since the show skipped the wedding in the series finale, many believe the film may give that milestone justice. But what's certain is that Belly's journey of self-discovery will continue, putting her identity, her hopes, her boundaries first. This ending doesn't wrap everything in a bow, but it gives closure in the way the story needed. Not by ignoring the pain, not by pretending that love alone solves everything, but by showing that choosing who you are and being honest with yourself is maybe the bravest love story of all. Make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more celebrity updates just like this.